I'm going to take my shot with this question. Usually I ask questions I already know or have a sense of what the answer is. So my buddy Adam Schefter reported that Big Ben's telling people it's his last year. Are you one of those people that he told?
He did not tell me, no.
Okay. Are you in contact with him at all? Or no, not really?
A little bit, yeah, a little bit.
What's your sense then? What do you think?
If he said it's his last year, I'm going to have to go with it's his last year.
Well, what do you think when you see it, or just any sense of it? Do you think that this is his last run with the Steelers right now?
Well, I was kind of surprised that he actually came back after, Ponzi had retired and all that. So, that was a surprise to me. So if he's saying this is his last year, I'm going to assume that, that's what he means.
Why were you surprised by that he would come back?
Well, it was that connection there, and, from conversations that we had in the past, it was a likelihood that when he left, he was leaving.
They were that, because that was one of the more famous shots of this on the sideline during last year's playoffs when it was obvious that Pouncey was going to go, and the two of them were in tears on the bench, right?
Yeah,
I remember that. Yeah. So that's what you're referring to, is that closeness?
Oh yeah.
I guess he didn't want to quit football, when it comes down to it.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to give up something that you've been doing that long and you have love for. So
how would you have handled? How would you have handled the Chase Claypool moment from the other day when Claypool, with less than 40 seconds to go and a clock ticking, made a first down symbol and 14 more seconds came off the clock in a loss? How would you have handled that moment in the locker room, James Harrison?
I don't have to answer that, and I don't have to give an opinion because I'm never going to coach.
Well, you as a team leader is what I'm saying. A team leader. Would you have pulled him aside and said something, or just left it up?
Oh, yeah, you'd have definitely had to talk to him because the team comes before, everything else, especially in a situation like that. That gives, Ben at least one more shot, if not two more shots at the end zone after the ball is broken up, So, that's something that you definitely have a conversation with, and, it needs to be some type of, punishment for that.
Right. James Harrison here on the Rich Eisen Show. Who's the best team, do you think? What's your Super Bowl prediction in this crazy mixed-up season with 3 weeks to go, James?
I don't know no more. Everybody losing to people I don't think they should lose to, and then they beating people I don't think they should beat.
Right.
So, it's really up in the air for me. It could be. I can't count out Tampa because they got Tom. You can't count out the Rams because they got AD. And then I'm kind of suspicious on what Kansas City is doing. Is they really coming back like the old Kansas City, or is they just showing a little bit here and there and they go falter at some point? I don't know.
Those games, Pittsburgh, Kansas City, when you were around there, those were awesome. Those were intense games. I just remember those games. Those games were. You got any good memories of any of those games, James? From those?
All good memories, man. Especially the ones that we won.
Of course.
But it's nothing that really truly sticks out. It's
okay.
Just, playing the game and trying to get to the next week.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.